Nobody gonna be in here anyway. Come on, Carr. Go Jacobs. Oh, wow, hold that ball high and tight. Let's go.
And he gets it up to a 15-yard line. Talking about how the Chiefs have gone off. The Raiders, by the way, have scored on 6 of their.
I'll do it for you.
Nah, it was good.
Washington Jackson 3,000.
Nah.
No, I feel like he's like Uncle Logan right now.
Oh, yes, I need this shit. JC What up,
What's
boy?
that?
Oh, come on, come on. What are you doing?
That shit was good. It's only gang gang.
Don't do that. All right, here we go. 2 minutes left, baby. 2 minutes left. All we need is a field goal. No need for a touchdown. Yo, we ain't on that soft shit. We ain't on none of that soft shit. We taking everything we want. They want a touchdown, go get a touchdown. We ain't on no soft shit. And I told y'all, Pablo, what's up with it? With a dot by DC to Adams. You should know that. You should know that. You should know that. Them Carr haters sick right now. But wait till we get this dub. Wait till we get this dub.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal.
Izzy, what's up? I know I had to come on live a little earlier because I'm like, you know what? What do you think of that 2-point attempt earlier? I like the call to go for it. Just they didn't get it. Mikey, what's up? B Marquez, what's up? Let's go, man. Let's go. That's what we signed up for, man. We knew it was gonna be a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? We got out early. They came back. We still in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
There's something on the ship. There's something with us here. We have to the escape pods.
Okay, I'm an alien.
It was a horrible decision to go for it. I mean, it's only horrible because it didn't work. Like, yeah, like I don't think it was a horrible decision. You got the ball back anyway. So what like, we're trying to win the game. We're not trying to fucking not lose the game. We're trying to win. John, what's up? Like, we're trying to win the game. I mean, you got the ball back anyway, down 1. To me, that's no different than getting the ball back tied up. Like, you're gonna go try to go win the game regardless. We're not playing for a tie. We're not playing for a moral victory. We're trying to win the fucking game. Now, if they go for that 2-point conversion and get it, you're up right now with the ball with 2 minutes left. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. We live with it. You miss all the shoots you don't take. Absolutely. You can keep running the ball, but at some point, you're going to have to test their temperature back there. But they didn't. Yeah, but you can't. Hindsight is 20/20, bro. Don't be like that. Like, you can't say it's a bad call because it didn't work. Like, if they would have worked, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to... Come on, don't be like that. That's some sucky shit. All right, let's go. Let's go. 2 minutes left. It's DC time. Yo, you got to turn that off because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we living in the moment right now. We living in the fucking moment right now. All right, here we go. Let's go, baby. I said we would win this game, I think, 31-27, so it's pretty close. Rifle that bitch in there. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, yeah, get back to the line, niggas. All right, here we go. Come on now. Carr, they on you. That's holding. Oh, shit. He was held. I ain't gonna hold you. I think you gotta run the ball here. I think, yeah, you got 2 downs to get it. I think you run it. Shit. He got held. That's fucking holding right there. When you pull his body that way, that's holding. Sanjita say that's a good block, though. He will. I'm handing this ball off. Hand it off. Yep. Yep. Like my camera over. That's good shit. I ain't nervous. We got Derek Carr. Here come the pressure, though. Damn, that nigga slow. But you know they gonna put pressure, so you gotta dial up something. You know what I mean? Like you know that's supposed to be expected here. So you gotta be thinking screens. You know what I'm saying? Dude, slow as shit. Alright, let's go, baby. I can't reach some shit. His body probably fucked up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Carr. You see what they giving you. Yeah, get your punk ass out, Renfro. God damn. You're here falling and shit. Nah, we good. We gotta save the timeout for when they kick the field goal. You see what I'm saying? No, I think they just called one. The Raiders. I think they just called the timeout. Oh, they didn't? Nah, we only got one left, right? Yeah, so they didn't. Oh, they got him out of bounds. Come on, McDaniels, dial it up. Well, it's third down. You gotta make sure you get the play you want, bro. You only need one more play to get in field goal range. You get to the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal. We're Gucci with that. Yeah, but you need to get the first down. You don't get the first down, it don't matter. So you got to make sure you get the play you want here. You got to make sure you get the play you want here, Carr. Come on. We done came all this way, baby. We done came all this way. We done came all this way. My motherfucker is cold.
Yes.
Run the next play. Let's go. Let's go. Did he get it in? Come on, tell me he's in.
Yes. He's in.
Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, he didn't have possession yet? That's close. Nah, I think he bobbled that shit a little bit. Nah, that shit is close. Come on, y'all. That shit close. Because look, if he catches it here, that's fine. 1. Here we go. 1, 2. But the ball's not. You see what I'm saying? Like he don't have it.
He don't have it.
No, it's down right there. It's gonna be 4th and 1. It's gonna be 4th and 1. They trying to fuck us.
You can see dirt.
No, but King, you're not understanding. The ball is still moving in his hands.
But he just said the left foot.
Yeah, is the left foot still down when he catches it, not bobbling it? Like that's a close one. Yeah, but look. He just said the back right foot down. Come on, yo, stop playing with us. That's Devontae Adams, bro.
It's the best receiver.
That's Devontae Adams, bro. I don't know if there's enough to overturn it though, yo. Looks like he said completed pass. 4th and 1, yo. Incomplete. Here we go. Now you can't put that on Derek Carr. I'll tell you that much. Nah, this is a big play right here. This big, y'all. This is a big play right here. Damn, Adams, you gotta just catch that shit, bro. You gotta catch that. You gotta catch that.
If he catches it, we're out of bounds plus 60 yards in field goal range.
Well, we was already in field goal range. That was game, but now we need a play. It's 4th and 1. No, if he caught that, the game would have been over. We was in field goal range. It was like the 30. Well, here we go. 4th and 1. Game on the line. No timeouts. This is it, y'all. It's a long ass one. That's a quarterback sneak one. That's a QB sneak one.
It's a running one.
Nah, he's under center, bro. They doing all that hand motion to sneak that shit. Oh, PI! Nothing?
What?
No!
And the Chiefs will take over and win this game.
Fuck.
Huh?
How are there two people in the same fucking spot? Yeah, but Gospel, you saying that shit after it already didn't work, yo. Oh, they ran into each other, man. Wow, bro. What the fuck? Only the fucking Raiders, man. I ain't never seen him that mad. Wow. He's so mad, bro. I feel bad that he's that mad. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I know that shit sucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking gosh. That fucking sucks, man. I don't know if I'm able to finish. I don't know if I'm able to stay on live. Wow. 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 And you know what's crazy is that shit would have been open too. That shit would have been fucking open, yo. Only the fucking Raiders run into each other like that. Wow. Wow. That's fucking crazy, yo. Yo, the gospel truth, bro. You already said it. Like what is your point, man? You keep saying that's why you kick it. Like, Devontae Adams literally should have caught that fucking pass on 3rd and 1. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you missed. You not getting a 2-point conversion is not why you lost this game. Like that's stupid. Because you've had multiple plays after that. That wasn't a. I don't think the call was bad. I think Devontae would have been wide the fuck open. Devontae was gonna be open. Him and Renfro ran into each other. Dirty Raider, what's up, my boy? He still didn't catch it. I don't understand what you're saying. He paid Adams to make that catch. I agree, he's got to make that catch. But he didn't. Make sure we hit them likes. Make sure we hit them likes. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I don't know if you saw the defense that the Chiefs was in. They was expecting to run up the middle on that play. I don't know if you saw how many guys they brought in and then pinched the line. You wasn't gonna get that if you ran Jacobs there. Ray, what's up? Yeah, that's crazy on that missed field goal. They fucking called holding on us. Yeah, that's bullshit. They ended up getting it down into the end zone. And then Jacobs. Sanjeet not gonna blame Carr. You fucking kidding me? Carr outplayed a shitty fucking line at times tonight. I don't want to hear none of that shit. If anybody blames this shit on Carr, like, they're fucking idiots. Period.
Travis, happy birthday to you.
Call timeout. They didn't have any timeouts left. What are you talking about? Anthony, what's up? We just need 1 yard, not the home run. Yeah, but the thing is that y'all forgetting that when we threw the touchdown to Devontae Adams in the first half, it was a 4th and 1. Bomb, 58 yards. So at the end of the day, I believe Devontae Adams would have been open on that fucking play if he didn't run into Renfro. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. I don't know. Tons of bogus calls all game. Carr played good. I thought Carr played great. Let's not sugarcoat this shit. I think Carr played great. Y'all can do all the fucking hating y'all want. Is the season over? The crazy part is like you would think yes, but when you think about we've lost every game by 6 or less points, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of feels like all of these games could have went either way. So you could arguably say we could win the next 7 games. So you gotta just wait and see. Sean, appreciate the super gamers on Josh McDaniels and bad calls by the refs. Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think Josh McDaniels called a good game. I think it's easy to blame him because you don't agree with the fucking, you don't agree with the 2-point conversion. But I thought he called a good game. I thought he called a good game, honestly. Derek Carr was 19 of 30, 241, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Josh Jacobs ran for 154, averaged 7 yards a carry. Fucking amazing game by him. And a touchdown. Devontae had 3 catches, 124. Josh Jacobs had 5 catches. Hunter Renfrow had 4. It's just unfortunate that it unfolded like that, honestly. Make sure we hit them likes, yo. We got 400 people in here, 67 likes. Hit them likes. This was a bad loss, man. This was a bad loss because you were in position to win that game a few times. Devontae Adams has to make that catch on the sideline. He has to make that catch. And I'm going to say it. Nobody going to want to say it. I'm going to say it. That defense is absolute bullshit. Let the same guy score 4 times? Absolute bullshit. That Coons call was crazy. I never seen no shit like that. That was a hard loss, man. That was a tough loss. I feel bad for Devontae Adams because Carr hit him with a pass on 3rd and 1 on the sideline for 16 yards. He has to catch that. He catches that, the game is over, in my opinion. I think we make that field goal. We don't have to do nothing else. We're celebrating right now. That's why I don't blame the 2-point conversion, the loss on that, because Devontae Adams catches that pass 99 out of 100 times. And that was the time he doesn't catch it. And I think that cost us the game right there, honestly. And it sucks because you want to win or lose with your best players, and we did. We lost with our best player getting the ball because at the end of the day, he had to catch that, and he didn't. We beat ourselves again. Michael, appreciate the super. You ain't lying. 500 people in the chat. Make sure we hit them likes. I don't think it's over. This was definitely an improvement. I don't think it's over, but at the end of the day, you are what your record says you are. We're 1-4 team. Chiefs are 4-1. Look how close we played them. But, I mean, our defense played like dog shit for probably a good solid 2 quarters. And it's disappointing. It's disappointing because you know, we'll end this season, and I was saying this before, we'll end our season and everybody will want to get rid of Derek Carr, and they might get rid of Derek Carr. And it's like, people won't remember what he just did in that game. People will not remember that he went on the road against a 3-1 team and gave us every single opportunity to win that game. People are not going to remember that. They're just going to remember us being 9-8, not making the playoffs, and they'll want a new quarterback. Not remembering all the times that Derek Carr put us in a position to win. And he did it again tonight. He did it again tonight, man. No one to blame but that holding call on the field goal. They missed. But still, I ain't blaming no one. But yeah, I mean, appreciate the super. Yeah, it's hard to blame one individual. I mean, you got to put Patrick Graham on. Patrick Graham has to be held accountable for his defense tonight. Period. You got to stop trying to point it to the offensive side of the ball because they had the ball last. Like, it's more than that. That defense cannot allow the same guy to fucking score 4 touchdowns. David, appreciate the super. Renfrow or Adams ran the wrong route. I think Renfrow. I think Devontae Adams is so used to freestyling, and Renfrow hasn't been playing. I got to blame Renfrow on that one. Ava, appreciate the super. I had no idea you could hold on the field goal defense. What would you be holding? Air? You know what it is? What was more crazy than the holding call was the fact that it was an automatic first down. Like, that was the crazy part. That was a 3rd and 15. Shit, why wouldn't it just have been 3rd and 10? Like, that was crazy. And you know, we got a lot of content creators out there. It's very important that, you know, you guys in the chat, people watching the games, you got to hold them accountable for the shit they saying. And if anybody wants to watch this game and tell me how great the offensive line is, If anybody wants to watch this game and tell me how great that defense is, if anybody wants to tell me Derek Carr was the reason we lost this game, then you guys really got to reevaluate the people you're listening to. Because we all just watched that same fucking game. And you had a 17-point lead, right? And you end up giving up 30 points. 4 touchdowns by the same guy. You know what I'm saying? So, 700 people in the chat. Make sure we hit them likes, yo. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Honcho. Just awful. Just awful. Charm City, what's up? It's how we lost. Unbelievable. Been a heartbreak loss all season. Losses all season. Agent Red, you ain't lying, man. That was tough. That was tough because just the play before that, you think you get a 16-yard catch by Devontae Adams, and they review it and it's just incomplete, and that put us right in field goal range. But I think a big play in that game that nobody's going to talk about is right before halftime, Teamer getting that face mask call that put them in field goal range, that got their momentum started. So nobody's going to talk about that, but I think that was a big play in the game too. That's a bigger play than not getting a 2-point conversion. Eric, appreciate the super. No way was Carr at fault. What adjustments on defense? It's kind of hard to make the adjustments on defense because the Raiders had to bring pressure on Patrick Mahomes. In order to bring pressure on Patrick Mahomes, you got to play man-to-man. And when you play man-to-man and don't get home with the pressure, guys are going to be open. Kansas City runs a lot of rub routes, a lot of crossing routes. Those are man beaters. Those are when you play man-to-man, that's going to kill you. And I think our defense just didn't play that well at times. Like, even the stops we got, to me, felt more like bad throws by Patrick Mahomes than it felt like us really stopping them. Josh, man, appreciate the super. This one hurt. Run the last play of the game. Nah, if you think about it, oh, this is the play right there. He's got to catch that. Devontae has to catch that. Oh, he's got to fucking catch that. Like, that's rough. That's rough. Outside of, look. Blaming Derek Carr for this loss would be like blaming Max Crosby for this loss. And Derek Carr got killed on that fucking play. Oh my God. This is just... How do you run into each other like that? Oh my God. I know he's... Oh yeah, see. Yeah, I know that motherfucker. I just saw Devontae Adams pushing the camera, man. I know he's so fucking tight. So fucking tight. I feel bad for Devontae. He probably didn't even know he pushed him that hard either. Flex. Elaborate. Don't get up in here and talk like no idiot. You got plenty of other idiots on right now. You go talk to them. Honcho, do you blame Graham or the lack of talent? Nah. I just don't see Graham making the adjustments. I don't see Graham making the adjustments you need to make. He's not making the adjustments, man. Can't wait to hear Sanjeet blame Carr and praise the O-line. He can't do that. He's not going to do that. Sanjeet is a smart man. He's not doing that. Teamer is rough. Teamer's been rough. STL Dame, yeah. That's rough, man. This was a rough game. This was a rough loss. This was tough. It wasn't a catch. It wasn't a catch. 2-point conversion is the biggest mistake. It's not. I don't think it was the biggest mistake. And this is what I don't understand is y'all gonna sit here and say we should have ran the ball on 4th and 1, but then say it was a bad call to run the ball on the 2-point conversion. Like, guys, the defense didn't play well enough to win that game. You can't give up 30 points to the Chiefs at home. Like, you can't. Can't do it. 4th and 1 and we throw it deep. Bro, in the first half of the game, we scored our first touchdown on 4th and 1 and threw it deep. You guys got to stop, yo. You guys got to stop. Does the Colts have a better defense than us? Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. They made dirty calls for both sides, and I don't deal with the refs. The refs didn't lose us this game. We just didn't do enough. We didn't make enough plays to win on defense. We just didn't. And a lot of people will look at that last possession and be like, oh, they got the ball back for the Raiders with 2 minutes left. Yeah, it's great. But there was a lot of possessions in between there where you let them fucking score points. Right? Should have doubled Kelsey more. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know how you didn't put more bodies on Kelsey. Christian, appreciate the super. How do you feel about this loss? This is one of the toughest losses. This is one of the toughest losses. It's a tough loss.
What it looked like to me, Scott, was that they came up and they pressed Devontae Adams, and so he doesn't get off the release.
Yeah, that was rough.
What he would want.
Yeah, Devontae might get some disciplinary action for that.
Hunter, who is getting off, he's going to come underneath.
That was rough.
It would have been cleared out.
Devontae had no control of the ball. Yeah, that wasn't a catch. I mean, appreciate the super. If we're going to blame anyone, it's the D. First half, Mahomes was held to 98. Second half, he had 190. The defense played like shit. I don't care what anybody says. Defense played like shit. Renfro isn't used to this dumb football Raider play. Nah, I don't think that. It's timing, man. It's timing. When you got two receivers on the same side, it's timing. So depending how the defense plays you, it messes up the timing. That's all it was. Chandler Jones, the goals. I don't got shit to say about Chandler Jones. I don't got shit to say about the defense, man. The defense has been the same defense. They are who we thought they were. Like, that's the defense. They're not all that good. You have individual players that are that good, but Nathan Hobbs was getting beat all night. Honcho, but defense tackling was bad in the second half. Yeah, the defense was tackling. Defense is not that good. I've been trying to tell y'all that. The defense is not that good.
Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes are a lethal combination.
Did you notice how deep they had the safeties playing? Who safeties? Ours? I don't know. That was a catch by Devontae. No, he didn't catch it. He was bobbling it when his feet were going down. Michael, appreciate the super. Hopefully Carr carries this momentum after the bye. I mean, look, Carr is starting to learn the offense a little better. He's checking more at the line of scrimmage. The running game was good. But we're just not good enough, guys. We're just not good enough right now as a team. We don't play great complementary football. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. A big mistake, but not the biggest. I don't know which one you're talking about. Honcho, I agree, but you tie the game. I will never disagree. I'm never going to complain about a play that didn't work and then act like I didn't agree with it just because I know the results. Like, you're on the fucking road. You're feeling like we got some momentum. You've been running the ball great. Josh Jacobs is running for 150-something yards. You decide to run the ball. It doesn't work. You still get the ball back with 2 minutes left. Some of y'all, scared money don't make no money, okay? Scared money don't make money. So if you want Josh McDaniels to play fucking scared and do all that other shit, then we would have never went for it on 4th and 1 in the first half, in the first quarter, when it was 4th and 1 and we threw a 60-yard bomb to Devontae Adams. You wasn't bitching about the play calling then, so don't bitch about the play calling afterwards. Come on now. Simply marvelous. Appreciate the super. Carr, Adams, Jacobs, and the Condor were marvelous. If you really want to get rid of Carr, then Adams is going to be realistic. This is our team, no rebuilds. Nobody's getting rid of Carr right now. Same thing as the Arizona game. Defense not making adjustments in the second half. Demi by nature. Appreciate the Superman. You ain't wrong. You ain't lying. Swole motherfucker. I seen you on Twitter. You ain't lying.
Will that help? I would think so. But you hate
it's just, I just can't deal with the, I want you to be aggressive, but only if it works. You don't know if it's going to work. You got to be aggressive. That's why you play the game. Mario, appreciate the super. You think McDaniels would be on the hot seat if we have a losing season? No. I don't think so. Honcho, how do you let one guy score 4 times on you? It's not. It's a lack of adjustments. It's a lack of awareness. It's a lack of talent. It's a lack of scheme. It's a lack of logical play calling, knowledgeable play calling. It's a lack of knowing who the fuck you're playing. You're in the red zone. You know they're going to Kelsey. Come on. We can't fucking tackle. We can't cover. Only. Think about it. Only Max Crosby can get off a fucking block. Nobody else can even get off a block. Josh, man, appreciate the super. Defense couldn't cover someone in a wheelchair tonight. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Mo Dizzle, what's up with it, my boy? 3rd down, O-line was crap. I mean, look. They had our number, man. They had our number on some of that shit. Obi, what's up with it? Appreciate the super. I'm only here to see Honcho turn up. They double Kelsey when with Clee. Offense put up 30. Defense gotta have that shutdown mentality. Max the dog. I mean, look, yo, it's kind of hard to turn up right now. Like this is a fucking disappointing loss, and I'm so sick of. I'm just so sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of. I'm sick of having to have these same conversations every week of why we can't get over the hump. And I mean that game we should have won, man. We should have won that game. We should have won that game. We should have won that game. There's no to go 1-4 into the bye. Yes, we can go 5 wins straight, and we'll be 6-4, and we'll be right in the thick of things. But at some point, the Raiders are gonna have to make a decision to stop beating themselves and fucking win a game. And what I mean by that is coaches included. Coaches included. You know what I mean? Jacob carried us the whole game. Why not live and die with him on 3rd and 4th and 1? How can you say that on the 3rd and 1 play? Devontae Adams should have caught the ball. You can't just reverse time and say what you should have did if the shit you did worked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the shit you did worked. Right? They went for Devontae Adams on a pass play on 3rd and 1, and he should have caught it. He didn't. You don't get to reverse that and say, we should have ran it on 3rd and 1. Because if they called it a completion and we win the game, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that.
We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to show you my shoe here.
Fire McDaniels? Nah, I'm not. I thought McDaniels called a good game. I thought McDaniels called a good game. I think the offense carried us this game. I think our defense didn't do enough. Our defense didn't do enough. Where you had games prior to this where our defense carried us, defense didn't do enough. Dame Dollar. My only question is why not go for it on 3rd and 1? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They went for it. What do you mean? I've heard you say defense was okay before. What the fuck are you talking about? Defense being okay is not good enough to win against the Chiefs. They needed to be damn good tonight, and they weren't. Period. I about destroyed my TV and house after that last play, man. That was a tough loss. Where do we go from here, Honcho? We go to the bye week, and I think after the bye week, let me see what our schedule's looking like. I think after the bye week, we can rip off a few wins, man. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see what it's looking like. I mean, that was just tough, man. That was a tough fucking loss, man. That was tough. That shit hurt. That shit fucking hurt. All right, so. All right, so we come back from the bye. We play the Texans. We play the Saints. We play the Jaguars. We play the Colts. We play the Broncos. We can easily rip off 5 games in a row and be 6-4 going into the Seahawks. No reason why we can't beat the Seahawks with Geno. Then we go to the Chargers. So we could be sitting at 7-4. We could be sitting at 7-4 going into that Chargers game. We right in the mix. And then after that, you get the Rams and the Patriots. So it's not done. It's not done. It's not done. It's not done. We've lost 4 games by 6 points or less. It's not done, y'all.
It starts with good
Dame Dollar, I meant run it on 3rd and 1. I mean, why? You're only thinking we should run it on 3rd and 1 because Devontae didn't make the catch. I mean, in reality, right? Everybody in the building thought we were going to run it on 3rd and 1. That's why Devontae was so open. He's got to make that catch. Graham needs to make better adjustments on defense. Yeah, Raider George, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. This team can still go 10-7 and make it to the playoffs. I'm just saying. Yo, we can still go 10-7 and make the playoffs, y'all. But the Raiders gonna have to make a decision, man. I mean, that defense is just crazy though, man. I thought it was a good play call on that 3rd and 1 to take a shot with Devontae Adams because you did the same thing in the first quarter when it was 4th and 1. You took a shot, and it worked. So, I'm not thinking about next year, honestly, right now. I'm not thinking about that right now. Like, if you're thinking about next year right now, you have a loser's mentality. We have plenty of games on the schedule, right? We literally have 12 games on the schedule, right? There's no reason why we can't win 9 of those 12. There's no reason. There's no reason. Like, honestly, let's think about it. Okay? You can beat the Texans, right? You can beat the Saints. You can beat the Jaguars, beat the Colts, beat the Broncos, right? That's 5. Beat the Seahawks, that's 6. Even if you lose to the Chargers, you can beat the Rams, that's 7. You can beat the Patriots, that's 8. You can beat the Steelers, that's 9. That puts us at fucking 10-5. And then you got 49ers and Chiefs to end the season. You can easily go 10-7, guys. You can go 10-7. Make sure we hit them likes, yo. Hit them fucking likes. We got 500 people still in here and 200 likes. Hit them likes.
Good. Then you're ready.
I'm telling you right now, a bigger play to me than that 2-point conversion was Teamer getting that penalty before halftime. That was a 3-point penalty. Us missing 2-point conversion is 2. We lost by 1. So at the end of the day, them getting that field goal before halftime, getting the ball back and then going right down and scoring, that killed us, man. That shit was rough. And I didn't like at some point, right? I like the idea of Trayvon Merritt guarding Travis Kelce, but at some point you have to move away from that because putting Trayvon Merritt on Kelce made you have to put somebody else at safety, and that other person they put in wasn't good. Whether it was Teamer, whether it was whoever the fuck 27 was, Webb, I don't even know who the fuck that was. But at some point, it just wasn't working anymore.
And we're trying to figure out how to keep our heads up and press forward.
Nah, we can win. We can win 5 straight coming out of the fucking. We can. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, think about it. You hold that Chiefs team to 30 points, right? Yeah, it seems like a lot, but Texas ain't scoring 30. The Jaguars ain't scoring 30. Seahawks ain't scoring 30. Patriots ain't scoring 30. Like, there's plenty of teams. Mario, so many clowns in the chat that don't know football. I can't see him. I can't see him. Patrick Graham will be on the hot seat way before Josh McDaniels. Way before Josh McDaniels.
Welcome back. Sports Center continues for one Scott Van Pelt. Chiefs.
Schedule gets easier. AFC West not as bad as thought. I don't know, man. I think our schedule does get easier. You'll beat the Texans, but not Saints. Maybe. I mean, nobody thought we was gonna beat the fucking Chiefs, and we were right there. We were right there. We were right fucking there.
All in all, it was just, it was probably a tale of halves. We played a lot better the second half.
We had to wait till Monday for this. Yeah, that was rough.
And then through the second half.
You're delusional. We are 1-5.
It was a nice win to get for sure.
We're not 1-5. We're 1-4.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought he had the ball, so I mean that's what I thought. But that's their job. So
we're 1-4. We're talking about 1-5. May not win the division, but everyone is 2-3 or 3-2. We'll be all right. Joe, we can hang with anyone. Yeah, we can, but you know what I'm saying. You gotta stop. You gotta stop people from scoring. You tripping, Honch? Jay, how am I tripping? What am I tripping about?
So what I thought was.
What am I tripping about?
I guess wasn't right. So.
Jackie the Raider, yeah, way too many penalties, especially in the second half. It felt like after they made that bad call on Carr, like they said, nah, bruh, this is worth at least 6.
Yeah, I mean, the guys felt the same way I did. So, yeah.
That's it. Yo, Jay, what are you talking about? Oh, I didn't even drink. What are you talking about?
Yeah, keep fighting. Keep fighting. We're getting them.
Nah, we should have ran into Jacobs. He was balling out. I mean, Carr was balling too.
We're getting the ball the second half.
I mean, they threw a perfect pass to Devontae Adams. He has to catch that. He has to make that catch, guys. Like, what are we talking about?
Fighting was the main thing. Just
field goals for touchdowns is a joke.
That was important.
Yeah, that hurt. No, 7-10 the most. You think we're gonna go 7-10? Stop writing about Waller. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go smoke myself into a coma. I'm so pissed right now. Charm City, be safe, yo. Sam Webb, well, that was a motherfucker that they put in. Yeah, that shit wasn't working.
Per game by any quarterback against a single opponent behind only
Webb came in because Hobbs got hurt. Yeah, Hobbs didn't play well.
The Giants. All right, Chris Jones.
But that's why I don't like Hobbs on the outside. Like, I don't like him on the outside. I think he's better on the inside.
And is talking about.
JD, what's up with it, my boy? Chris Jones, shut your bitch ass up.
You know what I mean? I think that's the next step as
Appreciate the super, Joe.
If we're going to continue to call roughing the passers at that high of a velocity.
I'm trying to get a different perspective. Why go for 2? I think you go for 2 because you feel like Josh Jacobs had been running the ball well. You kind of just drove the ball right down their throat. You go up 1 point, and you just put a little pressure on the Chiefs on what they want to call, shit like that. And I think you're just playing aggressive. You were coaching aggressive the whole game. You wanted to play with the lead the whole game. So I think they stuck with it, man. I'm not mad at them going for 2. I'm not mad at them going for 2 because I ain't no bitch. I'm not going to sit here and want you to be aggressive until it doesn't work anymore and then say you should have played it safe. I'm not going to do that. We played aggressive the whole night. We went for it on 4th and 1, and instead of running the ball, we threw a fucking 60-yard bomb to Devontae Adams. We were playing aggressive the whole night. And I love that. I appreciated the aggressiveness from Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr. So I can't go back and change that now. I can't. I had us going 10-7, losing only 3 more to the Jags, KC, and Rams for the season, but they ain't playing as good as I thought. They can gain momentum for sure. Raider Andy, appreciate the super. You're right. You're right. Man, look, man, just one game at a time. One game at a time. I thought Derek Carr handled the situations very well. He was getting pressured a lot. To me, he didn't fold. He didn't crumble. He didn't shy away from it, man. He stayed in there and he delivered some good passes. I thought Derek Carr played great. Why can't we just guard one player? I don't know. Yeah, Mac Hollins was I think because Mac Hollins, to be fair, I think wasn't part of the game plan because Waller was supposed to be back and Renfro was supposed to be back. I'm definitely not blaming the refs. The Raiders had chances to make plays. I think the Raiders had chances to make plays. We didn't play well on defense, guys. There's nobody who can get on this live and convince me that we did. We didn't play well on defense. We didn't play well on defense at all. We had moments on defense, but as a whole, we didn't play well on defense. Run the ball on 4th and 1. It's easy to say now. Easy to say now.
I mean, and this weekend, this on top of the Brady. The man has the football. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Dragon, what's up, man? I believe in this team still. The only abusive relationship I tolerate. Yeah, I hear you. Honcho, you notice when Carr scrambles, wide receivers make no effort to come back to him. I think they just don't know yet. It's their first time playing with each other, man. It's tough. Julian, appreciate the super. What are your takeaways from this game? My takeaways from this game is Derek Carr and Devontae Adams are starting to find their stride. And I think it's going to be very dangerous and problematic for every defense we play going forward. I think Josh McDaniels is starting to find his groove within this offense and how he wants to call it and be aggressive because he has the weapons to do that. I think our running game is great. But I also take away the fact that we're going to have to score 30, 35 points a game to win because our defense is just not that good. David Luna, appreciate the super. That converted 2nd and 17 early in the second quarter by the Chiefs, changed the momentum. You ain't lying about that. Anthony, appreciate the super. What the fuck happened on the last play? How did Renfro and Adams end up running into each other? Passing lanes, bad play design, or someone messed up? I think it was the way they pressed Devontae Adams. Obviously, it's a timing route because he's going to go out. Devontae's probably going to go post, so it's almost like a post out. I think what happened is that they might have pressed one of them, so it kind of messed them up getting off the line. And yeah, I think that was it. I think it was more about the defense on that. If I'm not mistaken, I also feel like Devontae Adams is so used to being able to freelance that he probably maybe took the route too long, maybe took the route, stretched it further than it was supposed to, and that made him run into Renfro. He might have been supposed to cut under Renfro, and Renfro cut over the top, and he stretched it a little too far, possibly. Julian, appreciate the super. Even if we don't go for 2, we still got to get back on defense and stop the Chiefs. Can't be mad at the 2-point conversion. Offense did well today. That's what I'm saying. Whether you made that 2-point conversion or not, you still would have had to get on defense and stop them, and you still got the ball back with 2 minutes, and you got to make a play. Carr gave Devontae Adams a chance to make a play, and he didn't make it. Period.
more time. Now we're gonna go again. Look.
Yeah, I saw him push that stadium guy, but
Chosen one.
you know, it is what it is.
So Travis Kelce's going to come across, Nicole Harden here, Sky Moore up the field, and then as the play starts right here.
No, this the bullshit comments I'm talking about. If Carr ran for that first down instead of passing to Jacobs, we could have milked more clock and maybe scored a touchdown, allowed KC back in the game. No. What allowed KC back in the game is our fucking defense. Like, don't be dumb. Our defense let them back in the game, literally. Literally, they let them back in the game. Literally, by letting the same guy score 4 times. Literally let them back in the game. Gave them the fucking game. Like, what are you talking about? How about not putting Cleveland Farrell on Travis Kelce and then smacking him in the face and getting illegal hands to the face when we had to fucking stop? We ain't winning 5 straight. We make bad teams look good. Nah, I don't agree with that. I think you get a bye week and you get more practice, you get more reps, you get more time, and you get some more continuity. I think this team comes back after the bye and looks like a different team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a 1-point loss. You're right there in the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? You're right there.
You're my guy. I just please know in the mornings I have to.
Abram still don't know Kelce, and it's been 4 years. This was rough, man. This was a rough one. This was a fucking rough one. Dysfunction. Yeah, it was rough. Only 1 point. Yeah, I think the Raiders come back from the bye week and look like a different team, and I think they come out and start fucking people up.
Devontae's one of the true good dudes in this league. Not surprising at all to hear that moment of frustration there leaving the field.
Devontae Adams pushed the shit out that boy.
On this 1-point loss against their bitter rivals.
Derek Carr's at the podium right now. Let me try to break down what he's saying for y'all. Oh, he humming. He pissed off. Motherfucker come to the microphone humming. He mad as hell.
We didn't earn that, you know, but it's hard. I've been around a lot of new regimes, and
he's talking about new regimes.
And I think the frustrating part is it takes time to get.
Honcho, who are we going to get to replace Waller? I don't fucking know. I told y'all about that boy Waller. Everybody thought I was fucking crazy.
We're right there, but close doesn't count in this game, and so frustrating. It is frustrating. I'm human, you know, going through that again, like seeing. Where we were, we got a new regime, all this kind of stuff, but I believe
that shit would have been open, man.
I believe in Josh. I believe in our staff. I believe in our players.
I can't believe they ran into each other like that.
We do some good things. We just didn't do enough good things today. And
just run the damn ball and let Carlson kick at the 50 wide pass. We only needed 1 yard. Yeah, but Devontae dropped the pass. What are you talking about?
We have a good team. I've been on some teams that aren't as good as this one, and we're doing the right things.
You did call Waller suspect. I've been saying he was suspect. He just doesn't seem like a long-term Raider to me. He just doesn't.
Love it.
Wearing your jersey, you'll feel better. Nah, chill out, bro. Nah, I don't let my emotions get the best of me like that. Not watching a football game on TV, maybe in real life, but not on TV. Honcho, where do you see the biggest area of improvement for the defense? The biggest area for improvement is going to have to be in the interior line. In the interior line, because if Max is the only one getting pressure around the edge, it's always going to allow quarterbacks to step up and be able to still throw the ball downfield. So unless you start creating some pressure up the middle, you're always going to allow quarterbacks to stand there and be comfortable. And that's the thing is like, yeah, okay, our secondary is soft, our secondary is bad, but when you allow a quarterback to hold the ball that long, it's hard to cover fucking guys for that long. Bro, this gonna keep me up. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight. That was a rough one. That was rough. The game ain't on Carr or McDaniels. Devontae need to catch it. I agree. Devontae needs to catch it. I don't think Devontae will be suspended just because we're going into a bye week. They might just let that shit ride. And tell your bitch ass cameraman get out the way. Like we just lost a game. It's hostile environment. It's a lot of emotions. Why the fuck would you be standing right in front of the guy who dropped the pass to lose the game? Like get the fuck out the way, bro. San Gita's blaming Carr? No fucking way. No possible fucking way. No way. No fucking way. No.
You should have already beat the team that's down 17.
No, I don't even want to entertain that. The Raiders lost that game tonight themselves. I agree. I agree 100%.
Have to go down and score. I think he feels if they only have to get a field goal, they understand they're playing with how.
Just Raider content creators are my therapy after Raider loss. Glenn, I don't know, man. This shit is rough, man. Cause where's our therapy at? If the content creators are your therapy, where's my therapy? Like this shit is. Cause I'm gonna cut this camera off and I'm gonna take my jersey off and I'm gonna sit here and be like, damn, like we really 1-4 with arguably the best receivers Derek Carr has ever had. One of the better running backs in the NFL in Josh Jacobs. Max Crosby is arguably one of the better defenders, not just at this position, but in the entire NFL. And somehow we find ways to just look like shit consistently. Consistently look like shit. Carr's trash, even if it wasn't on him. West G, like, get a life. Eric, appreciate the super. All due respect to every content creator. I listen to your post-game reactions because you're level-headed and speak with logic. 16K on the way, big dog. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And shout out to all the other creators, content creators, Raider creators, whoever it is out there. You know, I ain't got no, I don't got no venom for nobody out there when it comes to that kind of shit. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you coming here and trying to get the logical reasons and shit. Daniel, appreciate the super. Do you think the last throw would have been completed if the receivers didn't collide? To me, it seemed like Carr had to get rid of it fast. That defender was coming at him, no blocking on that one. It's hard to say if it would have been completed because I'm not sure. It looked like it would have had to been Devontae Adams on a post. I don't think he wouldn't have got there if he was continuing down the sideline. So it's hard to tell. If Devontae Adams doesn't get hit there and he's in full stride, I think he got a chance. Ruben, welcome to the Honcho Mafia. What's up with it? Don't throw to Mac anymore. Here goes Devontae.
I didn't see anything after I released and got back vertical. We ended up running into each other, so we saw that. So I didn't know where the ball went and definitely some ground.
Oh, he's pissed.
Before I hit anything else, I'm gonna apologize to the guys.
He apologized to the camera guy. Man, fuck that camera guy.
I jumped in front of me. We come out the field and I bumped into him and kind of pushed him.
Sanjay is saying Carr is hindering the team by his contract and the fact that Carr can be blamed for the loss. Also, he doesn't blame the defense. What? How you not blame the defense? They scored. So how many points did the offense give up? Carr wants to cuss so bad, he ready to waive his no trade clause. Yeah, crazy Raider. That's funny. How do you not blame the defense at all for this loss? And to talk about Carr's contract, like, nah, bro. I didn't hear him say it, so I can't really comment on something I didn't hear him say. I don't know. I believe half of what I hear, none of what I see, so I didn't hear any of it. So, I don't know. I don't know how anybody can watch that game and continue to think that the defense just doesn't have to take any accountability for giving up points on back-to-back drives. Like I don't get that. So basically, you're saying if the Raiders don't score on every fucking drive, it's going to be on the offense. That's why we lost. That's what it comes down to, right? Like that's what it comes down to. If Derek Carr doesn't provide a touchdown every single possession, he'll be the reason we lose. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, yo. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. And maybe I'm just a little more critical of the defense because I'm a defensive coordinator in real life. And I know the actual responsibility of the fucking defense. And I know the actual responsibility of defensive linemen. And I know interior pass rush. And I know drops for linebackers. And I know zones for defensive backs. And so when I see them not doing that on a consistent basis, I call them out for it. But instead, don't listen to the motherfucker who knows anything, who gets paid to do this shit for a living. Don't listen to that guy. We'll listen to somebody who's never played the... I'm going to leave that right there. Because it doesn't make no sense to me. The people that are blaming the quarterback in this situation is that's just fucking crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. He said he could blame everyone for this game. Yeah. I blame him then. Fuck it. I blame him. Let's blame everybody. I blame him. I blame him. That's the problem I have with YouTube and why I don't know if I can continue to do YouTube is because I'm not saying that I'm smarter than anybody. I'm not saying I'm smarter than anybody. But what I am saying is that I do know a little bit more about some things than other people. Only because I put the time in to learn the shit. Right? Honcho, the defense gets the slide every fucking week. That's what I'm saying. I'm so sick of it, bro. I'm fucking sick with it. I'm sick of dealing with that shit. Like we were up 17 fucking points. Okay, so let's get it straight. So we scored 20 points against the Cardinals in the first half. And because we didn't score in the second half, we blamed the offense. Okay, we're up 20-0. We're up 17-0. And then we score 12 points in the second half and then give up 30 points. And somehow it's still on the offense. So the defense don't have to fucking do anything. The defense doesn't have to do anything. For some reason, we're paying the defensive coordinator to not have to stop anybody. We're paying the defensive coordinator to not have to make any adjustments. We're paying Nate Hobbs to not have to cover anybody. We're paying Diablo to not have to tackle anybody. So when they don't do this shit, we don't have to blame them because we're not paying them to do that. That's what it is. That's what it's coming down to. That's what it's coming down to. You can blame everybody for this loss? How? How can you blame Josh Jacobs for this loss? Huh? How can you? Right? Those offensive linemen get paid just like everybody else. Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job. Us content creators that make money, we're monetized, we get paid to actually add something to the community. Do your fucking job. Actually add something that's logical to it. What the fuck is logical about watching a defense let one guy score 4 touchdowns and then say, I could blame everybody? Really? Okay, blame everybody. But start with the motherfucker who didn't guard him. Start with that guy. What? The fuck are we talking about? Debo, appreciate it. This buy is necessary for the nation to cool off from being pissed. We really need a Wilder blowing big leads. It's getting old. Shimmer, appreciate the super. I just don't understand it. I won't understand it. Now, if we paid Derek Carr $100 million a year and didn't pay anybody else, then yeah, I can understand why you blame Derek Carr all the time because he's the only motherfucker getting paid. But you mean to tell me Parham missed a fucking block while Derek Carr is play faking, turns around, sees it, tries to spin out, and we'll make the argument he was supposed to step up? How many of you YouTubers played quarterback? I'll raise my hand because I did. I did. It's kind of hard to step up and feel the pressure when your back is fucking turned. You know? Kind of how like when you're in your chair making a YouTube video, if you turn away, it's kind of hard to see the comments because your back is turned. It's kind of like that. Shit don't make no sense, man. 80% plus the defense gives up touchdowns in the red zone, not a field goal. 80% of the time, the defense is giving up a touchdown, but we won't blame the defense. We won't blame the defense. We won't. We won't. We won't. Let's not blame the defense. Now, did Derek Carr play perfect? No. So if you take this shit I'm saying and want to run to other channels and be like, Honcho said this, tell him this. I'm not saying Derek Carr played perfect. But ain't no goddamn way we starting there with the blame game.
Carr's 200th career passing touchdown, the first Raider to reach that mark. And Vegas leads 7-0.
Wait, no, they didn't just say Derek Carr's the first Raider to ever reach 200 passing touchdowns. That ain't what they said. They must have heard something different. Why don't we blame the defense? I don't know. I don't know why we don't. Like, the defense has a job to do. All right.
Clever, grab the defender. A lot of times you'll get the
If you work at McDonald's
Carr,
and your job is to cook the fries,
again.
my job is to cook the burgers. Okay.
Can't get
I cook the burgers well, right?
first and
But they're not as good as they normally are.
What a night for Josh Jacobs.
But you totally fuck up the fries.
Running between the tackles all evening long.
Why the fuck are you worried about what I'm doing? Why are we making my situation a bigger deal? You completely fucked that up.
17-0.
My shit was good, just not as good as it normally is. We don't hold anybody accountable but Derek Carr.
Ball, and McKinnon goes for 30.
It makes zero sense to me.
Goal. And this is
The defense's job is to stop teams from scoring touchdowns.
for Travis Kelce. There's touchdown number 1. And it's 17-7.
Did they do their job?
Under 3 minutes to go in the
Did they do their job?
Carr. Adams.
Derek Carr doesn't run the ball. Derek Carr's moving around in the pocket now. Derek Carr doesn't take shots downfield. Derek Carr's throwing the ball downfield now.
Actually, that right foot helped kick the ball out of bounds.
But yet,
Maintain possession.
the defense could just sit up here and just give up 30 points a fucking game and y'all don't care. Nobody cares. Because if you blame the defense, you know why nobody wants to blame the defense? Because the conversation will be short.
Has the ball.
That's what it is.
Ball's on top of Carr.
Can't Get Right TV. Appreciate the super. This ain't our year. God listen, much love and respect. We ain't paying them nothing. Mark Davis. Raiders need to stop wearing bling and start studying scheme. You ain't lying. Mulligan's World. Appreciate the super. Defense loses us 2 games. Arizona and KC. Stop Kelsey. But that's the thing.
That's a face mask.
That's the thing is nobody wants to blame the defense because it'll be a short conversation.
9-yarder. 20 to 10 at the half.
It'll be a very short conversation. So instead what we'll do,
Really 6 plays.
you'll argue something that nobody can be right on.
Marquez Valdez.
Think about that.
Then Jude.
You can't be right 100% to say
Chiefs receiving.
Josh McDaniels shouldn't have went for 2 there. Because you'll have some people saying he should have went for 2. So nobody will ever be right.
To 87.
That's the shit y'all want to argue.
Pass you thought was great.
Caesar appreciate the super.
Nobody can get to it. Yeah, now same guy.
But when you would just say it's the defense,
Get a stop and we're gonna-
everybody who watched that game can say the defense didn't do their job. That's 100% fact.
Big game. And later on first and goal.
The defense didn't do their job. Derek Carr did his job tonight.
Down to
Derek Carr did his job tonight. Period. He don't have to do it to your standards.
situation.
His job is not to play quarterback as good as Sanjeet thinks he should play. His job is not to play quarterback as good as Rich Gannon thinks he should play. His job is to give the Raiders the best chance to win the game. He did that. The defense's job is to stop the other team from scoring. They didn't do that. At one point tonight, they didn't do that.
Down the Raiders.
Waller needs to go.
28 and say, do your thing. Jacobs.
Come on, man.
Big game.
Carr didn't give us the best chance to win blackout.
Corner. Carr. Looking deep.
He didn't give us the best chance to win.
Touchdown pass there.
Please tell me that's not what you're saying, bro. Please tell me that's not what you're saying, bro.
24-23.
Please tell me that's not what you're saying.
This is a big moment as the Chiefs.
Defense got some stops.
But there's a holding call, and that allows the Chiefs to move down the field and score.
That's like saying Zab Judah beat Floyd Mayweather because he landed some punches. Yeah, that shit happens.
Chiefs decide to go for 2, as that would put them ahead by 9. Don't get it. That means you can get tied with a touchdown and an extra point. Carr, Adams again. on
Bro
third
wasn't
and
watching the
6.
game.
That's an
I don't know what that dude was saying.
perfect pass. And now
All I gotta say is we was up 17-0.
There goes Jacobs up the middle. Again, to the naked eye, looks like maybe he's in. To see a humanity in there, but they took a look. The knee was
Trey
down,
Waller.
so it's still 30 to
I'm not on that
29.
right now.
Chiefs were
Carr had a great game. I think Carr played well enough to win, period. Like that's
Raiders gotta stop.
it's 3rd and 1 with 47 seconds left. He throws a perfect pass to Devontae Adams. He doesn't catch it.
Little bobble there. Devontae Adams can't squeeze it on
What are we
the-
talking about?
That means it's 4th
I was just on Facebook and people are literally blaming DC. You can't make this shit up. Those people lack, you know, the chemical balances it would take to have a conversation with me. You know what I mean? We live in an era where you can just say whatever you want and have your emotions, you know what I'm saying, just be put into words and you type it and you can put it on the screen and it stays there. Some people think they're right because of that. I don't live in that world. I live in the world where if you say something, you have to make it make sense to me. You have to earn me to be like, oh, yeah, I get it. You have to make it make sense to me. If Adam makes that catch, everyone's tone is different. Exactly. That's why I'm not blaming McDaniels on this game. I'm not blaming Carr. I'm not blaming anybody on the offense. I'm not blaming anybody on the offense. Because we shouldn't have had to be in that position. We shouldn't have had to be in that position. Other than the 2 long touchdowns, what did Carr do? What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? Did he turn the ball over? If he didn't turn the ball over, then what he did was took care of the ball. Did he not? Do you actually know how many times he audibled into a play that turned into a first down? Do you? Do you know that? Do you know how many times he checked out of a play that got us into a first down and maybe scored a touchdown? Do you? Do you know that? Do you know that he put the ball right on the money on 3rd and 1 with 47 seconds left and Devontae Adams didn't catch the ball? Do you know that? Sebastian, what's up? Do you know that? Come on now. Come on now. And what are you talking about? He had 0 turnovers tonight. He took care of the fucking football. He threw 2 touchdowns. What are we talking about? Did he throw touchdowns in the end zone? Boy, was you dropped on your head as a baby? Multiple times? But what's wrong with you? The fuck you mean he threw it in the end zone? What are you talking about? Somebody give him the link to another motherfucking chat that he can go talk that dumb shit in there and make him feel comfortable about it. He gonna get his ass smoked in here. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Ah, McDaniels, you called a good game tonight, man. I ain't mad at you. Motherfuckers gave up 30 points in 3 quarters. Like, come on, bro. I don't know what son is talking about. Caesar, appreciate the super offense did their job, man. Why people tripping about getting rid McDaniels and DC? If anything, it's on the defense. By the way, love the 2-point try. Didn't go our way. Absolutely, man. Trying to win the fucking game. Trying to win the game. The defense held KC all the first half. What happened? I don't know if you're asking that question like you're challenging me, so I'm not going to answer the way I was going to answer. I'm not going to answer it like that. I almost was about to fry you, but I don't think you meant it the way I was about to take it. Defense didn't play well. Bro, we need defensive interior rush. I tried to tell y'all at the beginning of the season when I told you how many games we was going to win and lose. And y'all said, how we only going to win this many games when we won 10 last year and we're better this year? How the fuck did we get better? Offensive line didn't get better, and interior defensive line didn't get better. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all want to listen to everybody else. Listen to everybody else then. That's why y'all be motherfucking surprised. Like what? Our defense gave up 30? Yeah, they stink. They stink.
I thought we were doing the right thing.
Goddamn, McDaniels look like he about 5'2". What the fuck is wrong with that? Why that podium so big?
Got it out of the shadow of our own end zone. They were being very aggressive in the pass rush there.
Exactly. 2 minutes left in the fucking game. Derek Carr gets the ball on the fucking 7-yard line. Brings us all the way down there for a chance to win the game, and that's what y'all want to blame? Y'all motherfuckers need to go ahead, bro. Y'all need to fucking go ahead. A lot of these fans need to stop drinking so much during the game. No, they need to drink some more. Because I don't know what the fuck. Maybe if you drink enough, you'll get smart. Because these motherfuckers dumb. Like, it's a rivalry game. Rivalry game. You shouldn't have to score 30 to win. Like, it should be in the trenches, like hard earned. You let one guy score 4 times. One guy. Carlos, what would you agree to disagree with? I don't like that. We're not going to agree to disagree. Either you're going to say I'm right or we're going to fucking talk about it till you think I'm right. Fuck you mean agree to disagree?
If you do or you don't. Raiders, bad night to have sloppiest game of the year, at least in terms of penalties. Season
11 penalties, 99 yards.
Penalty margin.
That's terrible.
Down, which turned to missed.
When is our defense going to be elite? No, actually, some motherfuckers tell you this shit's already elite. Some motherfuckers tell you it's already elite. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, y'all. I really appreciate it. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Honcho. Honcho, you think we can claw back to 4-4? Yeah, I think after the bye week we will be 6-4. I think we'll be 6-4 going into the bye week. Out of the bye week, I think we go 5 straight. Yep. If the Eagles can do it, we can do it. I think we go 5 straight. Merrick should be able to hold Kelsey. You know what it is though? It's tough. It's tough. I think Merrick in theory can guard Kelsey, but it's hard to play man to man when you're running so many shallow crossing routes. Like it's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. If I had some paper, I would draw it what I was talking about. But let me see if I don't got shit in here. Nah, I got a pencil in this bitch. I'm the only person in the world with a backpack with no fucking nothing in it. It's hard to guard Kelsey man to man with a lot of crossing routes, and I think at that point when you saw it didn't work, I think you should have went to more of. I thought I would have got out of that. I would have just got out of that. I would have got out of that. That wasn't working. It wasn't working, especially on the goal line. Around the goal line, I would have played more of a zone. I would have bought more of a fire zone. I would have dropped 3 underneath maybe, and I would have bought 2 guys off the weak side, and I would have pushed them to the strong side of our defense, and I would have just had very small windows. I mean, at that point, if you let the Kansas City Chiefs get to the 15-yard line, it's hard to stop them anyway. But at the end of the day, it's a lot harder to stop the Chiefs. It's a lot harder to stop crossing routes when you're playing man to man. It's just tough, man. It's just tough. Think about the touchdowns that Kelsey scored outside of the one. The one he caught in the back of the end zone, he got a free release. But most of the touchdowns he was scoring were coming off crossing routes where they actually had him covered to one side of the field that he would cross back under. There's just too many moving pieces. So if you're not getting any interior rush and you're allowing your quarterback to slide, quarterbacks will find certain alleys and windows to throw the ball in. So at that point, the play calling has to be better from 20 to 20. From the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, the play calling has to be better because once they get underneath the 20, it's going to be hard to stop the Chiefs.
Let's help you next. Get started today. Go to eventhelp.com for free information.
Are you ready for football? No, really.
We had a better chance blitzing Merrick on one side and Abram on the other side. That would have worked to an extent, but Andy Reid would have seen that and he would have just made some adjustments for it. Raider Kuda, appreciate it. We need to give Jacobs an extension. Jacobs is a fucking dog. I've been saying that for the longest. Honcho, did you see Yassine yelling at Tima, telling him to play up on the receiver? Yeah, they just... A lot of fear, man. I see a lot of fear in those defensive backs, man. A lot of fear. I don't want to make the mistake. I don't want to be the guy to get beat. And when you're playing like that, you're not playing aggressive. You're playing trying not to lose instead of trying to win. Which is why I was very pleased with Josh McDaniels being as aggressive as he was. Because if the Raiders don't get that first 4th and 1 in the first quarter, I don't even think that game would have been close. How would you improve the DBs? You got to get better DBs that can play outside. Nate Hobbs not an outside corner, in my opinion. I've been telling y'all that. There's certain guys that play better in the nickel because the matchup is different. All right, the way you can play them is different. You got somebody outside of you. You got linebackers inside of you. Inside the box. So there's certain route concepts that you get out of the slot. When you're on the outside, it's a lot more routes, and you have to have a lot more experience in dissecting those routes. I always teach cornerbacks that once they get past a certain yardage, you have to be thinking, well, what route can come now? Once they get past a certain depth, what route can come now? I think Nate Hobbs in a position where he had his hand wrapped up like Damon Arnett. He's not able to play with his hands the way he wants to, but it's also it's hard to play with your hands on the outside. The inside, you get away with that shit because the routes are a lot shorter. So when you're in your 5-yard cushion, you can get contact. But when you're playing on the outside and you're playing 7 yards off, you can't get hands on them. They're already into their routes. Carlos, nothing against you, Honcho, all love. Just saying these fans can agree to disagree, brother. Oh, you talking to them. I thought you was talking to me. My bad. Yeah, disagree with them. I don't know how you can disagree with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like 100% right. I mean, it is.
Welcome in. Bad beats from week 6.
Stop with all the excuses. At some point, winning is all that matters. CMJ, I agree that winning is all that matters, but there's also reasons why you don't win, and we're just talking about the reasons why you don't win. It's not excuses. Like, what do you like? I will never understand that, bro. I will never fucking understand that. Like, it's not an excuse if you're giving examples of why it's happening. Then it's not an excuse. It's an actual thing. If you don't want to hear logic, then don't come over here. I can't just tell you shit that makes you feel better about it, or oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not excuses, right? Like, it's not an excuse. Like, if I'm in a, if you wanted to race me down the street right now and I'm in a fucking boot because I tore my fucking Achilles and you beat me in a race, it's not an excuse to tell you I couldn't run my fastest because I have a boot on. That's not a fucking excuse. That's an actual explanation. Crispin, 100% right, take it easy. No, you misunderstood me. I didn't say I'm 100% right 100% of the time, but what I was just saying in that statement was 100% right. Your points are invalid. CMJ, elaborate how my points are invalid. Tell me what points are invalid and I'll make them valid for you. Okay? I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. But don't just come in here and be one of those fucking keyboard dorks that just say whatever they want to say and just jump to another chat and don't get the proper smoke that you're trying to get. Because the schedule is the schedule and they know who they need to be. Oh, so you're not even talking to me. You're talking to somebody else. I don't know what you're talking about then. Like, what the schedule have to do with anything I was saying? Like, you must be talking to somebody else. PG has to get out of Vegas ASAP. Adam said he was sorry to the camera guy. He should have apologized. That ain't right. But, I mean, yo, he's human. He's fucking human. I don't want to hear nothing about the refs. The refs didn't lose us that game. We lost the game. The Daniels cost us 3 wins this season. Don't care what y'all say. Yeah, but we're not talking about those. We had a chance to win this game, and McDaniels is not the reason why we lost this game. That fumble from Carr and that catch from Adams was equal. No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? One was actually not a catch and one wasn't a fumble. The play stood and one didn't, so I don't understand what you mean. Ahmed, could they have hit Kelsey off the line to help Merrick out in coverage? It looks like Kelsey was getting a free release a lot. The thing about Kelsey getting a free release is that he was running across the field at like 2 or 3 yards. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? He got deeper into the secondary, maybe, but he was coming right off the line, chipping. Like, so he would chip off the end and then just go underneath. You didn't really have time to, you were just chasing him at that point. That was a catch by Adams. It wasn't a catch. I knew it wasn't once I saw the replay. Graham sending only 3 on 3rd downs. I mean, you know, I already said what I said about Graham. I don't think Graham has done a very good job this year making adjustments. You probably said this already, but who do you blame the game for? I mean, I think the biggest blame of the game for me would have to be the defense. Defense's inability to taking away what Kansas City wanted to do most, which was get the ball to Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, that was that. Show some highlights and let's review. What the fuck highlights? What are you talking about? The game just ended. You just watched the whole game. Can we still make it to the Super Bowl? I don't see that happening at this point. I'm not saying no. I just don't see that happening at this point. If we lose Adams for 5 games, we're screwed. We're not losing for 5 games. What are you talking about? Joshua, appreciate the Super. What you think about Wilder? I think he's just not there mentally. And fire Josh McDaniels. I don't think we should fire anybody. I just think that I don't know what to think about Darren Wilder, man. It's just disappointing that he's not on the field. Your best ability is availability, and the motherfucker's not available. Whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, he's not available. Defense got tired, but McDaniel still lost the game. That's fucking no. You're wrong. You're wrong, Crispin. You're wrong. You're wrong. There was numerous 3rd and 15s where the Raiders didn't get off the field. 3rd and 3s, Raiders didn't get off the field. Like, no. Somebody said they just came on and wanted me to say something about something. I can't see where it went. Oh, Honcho just came on, brother. Talk about having our hearts ripped out. Oh God, that was brutal. Even though it was expected, this one stung. Love the play calling today, but boy, that holding on the missed field goal hurt. Keep speaking the facts, though, brother. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate it, super. Yeah, I thought that this was tough. This was a tough one, guys. This was a tough one for me. Um, you know what makes it tough is you wait so long to see the Raiders play, man. You know what I mean? You wait so long to see them play, and you get your hopes up. I predicted this game would be 31-27, I believe, in favor of the Raiders. I predicted Derek Carr would show up and have a good game. I said I think it was a make or break game for Derek Carr, and I think Derek Carr did himself justice tonight. I think he showed that he can go into hostile environments with not the greatest offensive line, with a struggling defense, and still put up enough points for us to win the game. I think that's all you can ask from for Derek Carr. Okay, you want to tell me Derek Carr is not elite? You want to tell me Derek Carr is not top 10? You want to tell me Derek Carr is not a franchise quarterback? If you want to tell me all three of those things and the fact that he can still go in Kansas City, play in the Chiefs in prime time and put up damn near 30 points, well then that's even more impressive to me. Because if he's not a franchise quarterback, he's not top 10, he's not elite, and he's able to do that,
We'll take it.
what more can you ask for from him?
Very good kicker.
What more do you want Derek Carr to do at that point?
3 more on the board, and we're at 49 points.
Carr had a very good game, in my opinion. I thought he played well.
The under, if you have space.
JMD could have ran the ball, and you guys would complain about clock management. Respect to you speaking the truth. I appreciate that, Anthony. Appreciate it, super. Yeah, I just think that once you made the decision. So, all right, if my coaches are on here, I doubt any of my coaches I coach with are on here, but I'm a defensive coordinator, and I always have a saying: we don't negotiate. And so what that means is that once I decide that the game plan is this, or this is the mentality or the approach we're going to take, we don't negotiate. So if my game plan, like Josh McDaniels tonight, was to be aggressive and to want to play in front and want to play with the lead, if that was his game plan, then you don't negotiate with that. That means in the first quarter, when it's 4th and 1, you go for it and throw a bomb for a touchdown. That means when you go for the 2-point conversion. That means when you take a shot on 3rd and 1 in the 4th quarter with 40 seconds left, you do not negotiate. You do what the fuck you came here to do. And I respect that he did that. I respect that he did that. For better or for worse, everybody, hindsight is always going to be 20/20. Everybody's going to be a Monday morning quarterback. But at the end of the day, if you came in here with the game plan of we're going to play aggressive, we're going to punch these motherfuckers in the face, and we're going to do it every single chance we get, then we got to live and die with that. You got to live and die with that. Some of y'all that never play sports and some of y'all that didn't compete at high levels don't understand that, and you think, well, I'd rather just be safe here. I'd rather be safe there. That's like when you're down by 2 and you get your best player shoots a 3 and misses. You're like, why didn't he just go for 2? Because real ones don't play like that. Real ones is going for it. If you make your mind up to go for it, you go for it. You don't negotiate with the shit. Okay? He didn't negotiate, and I respect that. I respect that. Situational awareness where, classic man? Where did you think it wasn't situational awareness? Situational awareness is knowing that you're in the fucking red zone and you're not guarding Kelsey. That's situational awareness.
32-19, it's 4th and 11, and I want you to check out the styling for Clayton Tune. Just effort.
Jay, appreciate the super. What the fuck happened? Or what the fuck you want Carr to do? How is it every damn team in the NFL can win when they throw 30 up, but when we do and lose, it's Carr's fault? Blows my mind. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. The fucking Giants are like 4-1 right now with a bum-ass quarterback, but yet we got Derek Carr, who we would all agree is better than Danny Dimes, and yet he has more wins than us, but you're talking about a quarterback. It's not a quarterback issue right now.
Start doing a little math. Yeah, well, I mean, we're just down 6. Keep the faith. Now you just need the onside kick.
Honcho, you know that Kuntz hole was BS and changed the game. I think it was, no, yeah, I agree. I agree that was bullshit. But at the end of the day, what was worse than Kuntz's call was not the call, but the play by the teamer to get the horse collar or face mask that he got before halftime that put him in field goal range. That fucking hurt us just as much. Honcho, I know you said don't blame the refs, don't blame the referees, but don't you blame them for that field goal kick? That was a BS call. No, because I believe in the butterfly effect. I believe in everything has its action and reaction properly. And I think that specific play, you can blame the refs, but how they got there, you can't blame the refs. Carr did his job. Little things like bringing KC back to the field after they missed field goal for them to score again. Things like that are crucial. I agree to Resilient. Appreciate the super.
Because I can imagine what he said. And to the folks in Memphis, I I love y'all.
Honcho, Teamer's bad. Yeah, Teamer, I don't know what's up with that.
But that's a tough one. Hogan's got a bye this week.
That was rough, y'all. That was a tough game, man. That's gonna hurt. And I feel bad for Josh Jacobs. I feel bad for Devontae Adams. I feel bad for Carr. I feel bad for McDaniels in that sense because they might not have been all on the same page all the time in every game this season. But tonight, that offense played well enough to win, man. That offense played well enough to win. That offense tonight beats 95% of the teams in the NFL. Maybe not the Bills with their defense. But at the end of the day, it's going to be hard to win games if you're giving up 30 points. You can't do it, man. I know nobody wants to hear it, but it's the truth. It's easier to blame Derek Carr because you'll have more people agree with you. I don't give a fuck about people agreeing with me. Every single person on this chat can disagree with me. Guess what? I still got to go to work tomorrow. I still got to take care of 2 kids. I still got to be a defensive coordinator to the team. I still got to be a sports director for my YMCA. So I don't care about people agreeing. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I don't care about none of that.
Jameson, a smooth triple distilled whiskey.
But at the end of the day,
Guess you're gonna be there.
Just kidding. That's when this spark just happens. So pull up a chair. There's always a seat for you at the table.
at the end of the day,
They've been dubbed the Redeem Team. Because of the
Chargers scored 24, Cardinals scored 29, Titans scored 24. We let the bum-ass Broncos score 23, and now tonight they scored 30. Like, guys, it's going to be tough. With that being said, I think we go 5. I think we went 5 straight after the fucking bye week.
They were built for that moment. I'll never forget it. Here's the thing about the good times in life. We don't always realize we're in them.
What it is, cut Jade. Oh, fuck him. Fuck Ella Manor, whatever fucking his name is. Broncos can't score on nobody but us. We gave up 23 points to the Broncos, bro. Like, but if I meant, you know how many people call me a clown when I said our defense wasn't this and our defense wasn't that? I get the most hate out of anybody just for speaking what's right.
Your style is your superpower. Yours to create and own. The best style starts with
Amik was getting cooked. Hobbs got cooked a few times. Merrick got cooked a few times. And that's my dog.
Pro Smooth, Pro Shine, Pro Compact.
But at the end of the day, man, we just didn't play well enough. It was Carr's idea to go for 2. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? Who fucking cares? It's probably Carr's idea to. It was Carr's idea to throw to Devontae Adams on 4th and 1 in the first quarter that ended in a 60-yard touchdown. Like, y'all gotta stop, bro. I don't know none of y'all personally. I don't know nobody in here personally, yo. And I really try not to disrespect anybody personally. But you know, I just looking at the stuff y'all saying, it's like I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know how y'all, some of y'all come to the conclusions y'all come to.
Side effects including seizure, a brain condition called PRES, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls, and
If we're gonna point fingers, it was our secondary that gave us the L. It's more than that, though. It's more than that.
decreased alertness, confusion.
If you take Max Crosby off the field, we have 0 pass rush.
Cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. The most common side effects.
So they're able to double team Crosby. They can chip Crosby. They can do so many things to Crosby. He's the only threat.
Decreased appetite, diarrhea, and high blood pressure.
So at the end of the day, as a defensive coordinator, you got to find the adjustments. It's your job. That's what they pay you to
Ask your
do.
doctor about Xtandi.
Like, that's what they pay you to do.
No one really wins.
Valerie said, Honcho,
We've lost.
do you go back to that last play of the game and watch the replay? You can see the Kansas City defender push Hunter Renfrow into Devontae Adams. Why do you think there was no call there? I think it was no call there because the game's on the line. You're in KC, and a lot of that contact is player to player. However it gets there, but it's player to player, so it looks more like incidental contact. You got to remember the refs are humans. They're not watching it in slow motion like we are. And in real time, you make the call, and that's that.
Myriad storylines, as we have said repeatedly. Chiefs end up
Raiders go up 17-0 and then give up 10 points in the second quarter, 14 points in the third quarter. It's too much. It's going to be hard to win games like that. Nehemiah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Afterwards, Carl Cheffers, the official was asked if
Like, what are you talking about?
Jones stripped the ball and had it, that should have negated it because he had the football. Well,
Like, what are you talking about?
Trevor's answer was as follows.
I mean, the thing that bothers me is that, like, y'all can come in here and really, like, learn some shit about football and get your opinions off, but instead y'all want to, like, be making fucking weird-ass jokes and shit that's just, like, fucking weird.
The fact that the ball came out and was subsequently recovered by the defense is not...
Kansas City Chiefs was 7-12 on third down.
The quarterback. Yes, so that's the explanation by rule. As for the guy that made the...
And they got 29 first downs, but somehow y'all want to not blame the defense at all.
His thoughts on how moving forward this thing should be sorted through.
Is it Nehemiah? Nehemiah, what's up, yo? Just like, what do you want? What do you want, yo? What do you want? You want your 15 minutes of fame? That's what you want. I think the Raiders come back, win five of their first 6 off the bye week. And I think we're probably going to be sitting somewhere at, 6-5. I think we'll be 6-5 at some point. Honcho, as someone who never played, I appreciate your take. Level head based on facts. Yeah, Anthony, that's what I just try to do. I think that was my contribution to YouTube. I feel like I wouldn't get on YouTube and be monetized and spend time making videos and, I wouldn't do these things if I felt like I wasn't trying to provide something to the YouTube community. I just feel like what I want to provide is a perspective of a coach, right? Like I do coach, right? Like I spent years coaching defensive backs. Now I'm a defensive coordinator. I played defensive back, was recruited to play defensive back, went to JUCO, played defensive back. Like, I just feel like maybe that's why I'm harder on the defense than I am the offense. And people will look at it as like, you just like Derek Carr. My criticism of the defense has nothing to do with Derek Carr. My criticism of the defense comes from somebody who spends a lot of time working on defenses and knowing what their job is supposed to entail. So when I see them not doing their job, I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about it. Like, if we talked about how Max Crosby played a bend and chase technique from the fucking...
That's not me. My apologies, man.
From the 7, right? So he's playing the 7. He's playing a wide 7, or even a 9. He's playing a wide 7, and he's playing a bend chase down technique on a zone read concept. Half these motherfuckers wouldn't even know what I was talking about. Half these motherfuckers wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. Ava, appreciate the super. If we tackle half as much as we try to strip the ball, we might have more stops. Going for strips is nice. Tackles are more important. I tweeted that when it was happening. I said, tackle the ball carrier, not the ball. Why the fuck are you tackling the ball right now? We need you to be the defensive coordinator, Honcho. I wouldn't be able to be the defensive coordinator. I wouldn't be able to be the defensive coordinator because I'd be like, what's his name now? I was putting bounties on motherfuckers. This be Bounty Gate 2.0. I'd be paying motherfuckers to take somebody out. Ain't no way that skinny, fat, non-athletic, yellow motherfucking Patrick Mahomes is going to be sitting in there talking about, I'm here, and I'm not sending one of the goons out there to peel his shit back. Fuck all that. Honcho, what is your take on the prevent defense? Because that will always be garbage, and I have no idea why any team plays it. I think when you run the prevent, you prevent yourself from winning. I think that's what we do. I think that's what that is. I don't fuck with no prevent. I don't prevent shit. You want smoke? Let's get it. That's how it is. I don't think that I think you know what? Hear me out here. I like Patrick Graham. I can't sit there and say I don't. I like the idea of Patrick. I like the idea of Patrick Graham more than I like Patrick Graham. I think that he doesn't match the attitude of our defensive players. You know who would have been a great defensive coordinator for the Raiders? Hear me out. When you think about the type of dogs we have, a great defensive coordinator for the Raiders would have been Rex Ryan. He'd have been a perfect defensive coordinator for us. Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan is the type of guy you want with this. The Max Crosbys, the Nate Hobbs, the Trey Merricks, the Perrimans. I'm not a fan of Diablo right now, but Rex Ryan would have been a good, because your defensive coordinator, you have to take on the persona of your coaches. You know what I'm saying? Rob Ryan is not Rex Ryan.
of what Brian Davis
Fuck a Rob Ryan. I don't. They can give his punk ass back.
physical they are on the offensive line.
They give his punk ass back. But Rex Ryan, them old Jets defenses, boy, them Jets was fucking people up. He had Mark Sanchez. They was fucking people up. Shit. We didn't sell offensively. Stop, bro. Javi, stop. Stop. If you want to blame the offense, that's literally like me blaming Max Crosby. Like, because it's just crazy. Rex is defensive coordinator, not a head coach. Yes, defensive coordinator. Rex Ryan would have been the perfect defensive coordinator for this roster on defense. Joint labor, people really blaming Carr for this. I don't know what people blaming. I don't know what people blaming right now, yo. I mean, I think half Raider Nation is delusional, and the other half is emotional. That's just where we're at as a nation right now when it comes to Raider fandom. Like, half the nation is delusional, the other half is emotional. He had Mark Sanchez eating hot dogs on the sideline against. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Rex Ryan would be fucking people up. Like at some point, like, so if I'm playing a team, like I'm a defensive coordinator. If I'm going against a team that has a guy that's number 6, right? He's a wide receiver number 6. He catches 10 passes a game, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns a game. Guess what he's not going to do against me? Catch 10 passes, 150 yards, and 3 touchdowns. But instead, Patrick Graham is out here watching Kelsey score 4 touchdowns against the same defense continuously. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. Shit is crazy. Improving offensive mind, not McDaniels. I don't blame McDaniels for this. I think offensive coordinators can be head coaches if you have established people. Like, I don't think Devontae Adams is a head coach. I don't think Derek Carr is a head coach. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? What about our penalties? They killed us. Yeah, that did kill us. Part of it. Go for 2-point conversion was a good call. I like the idea to go for 2, man. I like the idea of, like, you know what I mean? If I get into a street fight and I catch you with a clean one, bop, and you drop, I'm going to stomp you. And I feel like that's what he was trying to do. But what happened is McDaniels hit him, dropped him, and when he went to stomp him, he slipped and fell. The idea was good. Execution was poor.
I've been skiing most of my life. CB1 weight gainer totally changed my life.
CB1 Weight Gainer is a safe, effective, and patented weight gain pill.
I feel bad for McDaniels this game. I thought he called a good game. Are we done? Nah, I don't think we're done. I think the Raiders finished the season 10-7. I don't think we're done, but we're gonna need some shit to happen around us. I'll tell you that fucking much, for sure. Patrick Graham, somebody's got to talk to him. Patrick Graham, somebody got to talk to that boy. Honcho, yo, spell my shit right. I know this is a stupid question, but what are your thoughts as a 49ers defensive coordinator, as a head coach? I never really liked the idea of defensive coordinators being head coaches. I never really liked that. I never really liked that idea. But it happens. Bad loss, but I think we're going on a 6-game win streak. I don't think it's going to be 6. I think we win 4 of the first 5 after the bye week. That'll put us at 5-5. And then, go 6-5, 7-5, 8-5, 9-5, 10-5. I think you go 10-5 with the 49ers and the Chiefs to end the season. Honcho, my bad. No, it's all good. I was just fucking with you. Bro, Honcho, that 2-point was not it, gang. Only time we ever disagreed. Let me ask you a question. If we got the 2-point conversion, would you have said it was a bad call? Right? Would you said it was a bad call if we would have got it? Yeah, I think we went 4 games in a row after the bye. Those games look very winnable. Every game we've had this year was winnable. It's not like last year. Remember last year, like, there was some games where we got fucked up. And I was like, this shit don't make no sense. Every game this year feels like we should be winning them. Some of these weirdos saying some racist. Oh, for real? Damn, they being racist? That's alright. I don't mind people being racist. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers are stupid. But I always felt like when it came to racism, I'd much rather you be upfront about it so then I know to stay the fuck away from you. It's those motherfucking, them racist motherfuckers that act like they ain't racist. Them the scary ones because then you never know what to expect. But I've been black my whole life, so I didn't encounter it at all. Edwin, appreciate the super. I definitely don't disagree with the 2-point conversion because we couldn't stop the Chiefs, but why did we run out of the shotgun? That play had been working for us all night. I think we tried to catch them off guard and just punch it in quick. I think Jacobs went to the cram a little too early. He might have could have been a little more patient with that. You know what I'm saying? Raiders pimping ain't easy. What happened? It's not that I agree with going for 2. I just wasn't mad about it. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those things. Like, I don't think if I'm a head coach, I'm going for 2 there. But when he decided to go for 2, I wasn't mad. You know what I mean? Because let's say he goes for 1, we kick it 30-30. Well, you can't just assume that we get the stop now because everything changes. What if they get the ball and they're not playing with a lead, so they're not just running the clock out and we're getting a stop? What if they're actually going for it? And then they get to kick the field goal with X amount of time left or not left. You know what I'm saying? Roger, appreciate the super. These games are close. We just need a spark on defense. Yeah. Who was the tight end that came in for Waller? He had a few catches. I don't know. That motherfucker looked. I don't know who the fuck that was. We had to be aggressive, so the 2-point makes sense. I just felt like that was their game plan, was to be aggressive, and I respected they stuck with it. Honestly. Horsted, that was his name? That's a crazy name. 3-4 defense is a joke. We are a 4-3 team. Actually, we're a nickel team. We're a nickel team. We're quarters. We're a base quarters team. All right, we play with quarters concepts and shit.
It's gonna bring it out of you, man. Especially, we start off a little slow.
I don't know why I just.
Had some calls not go our way. And,
Travis Kelce, man, bothers me. He fucking irks me.
And Arrowhead had our back, so we just rallied together. Really,
This tackle.
Man, it was a fun game.
He shitted on us, bro. We can't even fucking lie.
Down, what was it, 17, I think. Nobody.
Oh, Hefe Casey said the N-word. He not in here though. He don't be on my chats. Damn, still live. Yeah, I'm still on this bitch, man. I can't go to sleep, bro. This shit is some bullshit.
Made us kind of rally together, circle the wagons in a way, and just
shut the fuck up, Travis Kelce, with that bullshit you wearing. Rob, appreciate the super. Thanks for these rated therapy sessions. I appreciate the super, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. What's crazy is like shit. I need therapy. This is like the best 1-4 team I've ever fucking seen. And Josh Jacobs is that fucking guy, man. He is that fucking guy. Yo, Honcho, no disrespect, bro. But I'm signing out. This loss hurts. It ain't never no disrespect. Shit, I'm about to sign out too. Shit. Hefe was sweating. And his Jackson Mahomes went. Okay. Come on, man. Honcho, any of your players, Chiefs fans? Nah. Hell no. Because if they was, I'd fucking air one of them out. Kelce been owning us for years. Yeah, Kelce be fucking us up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, we got the 69mega.com. What the fuck is that? I'm trying to see something. Hold on. I can't believe we lost this game. Believe it. It's over. We lost. We need press corners. Yeah, I think that the Raiders stuck with the man-to-man coverage a little too much tonight. Dot bots, fuck it. Slide them through. Yeah, I just think we stuck with man a little too much tonight. Yeah, we didn't mix it up. I think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are too smart to just give them the same looks over and over and over. Oh, shit. Pimpin' Ain't Easy was timed out. Yeah, Fresno County Watchdog, don't fuck around, yo. Once Everett comes back, do you think our secondary improves? I mean, yeah, you would say so, but yo, if you pull up, we have the therapy for you. Dirty, don't worry, man. I'm gonna come through. It's a long season, man. I'll be on there, bro. Especially once my football season ends, yo. Then I'll be kind of more freed up. Like, I know people see me physically, but mentally, I be all over the place, yo. My son is playing AAU basketball. My daughter's playing flag football and does gymnastics. I'm over here. I'm coaching a travel team, a middle school basketball team, and I'm still the defensive coordinator of a high school football team. I'm still a sports director of the YMCA's. Like, I got so much shit fucking going on, bro. So much shit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, yo, I think this gonna be it for me, man. The boy love putting clown faces in there. I guess he like to see the reflection of himself. But yeah, I think this gonna be it for me, man. I think I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna catch up on fucking Raising Canaan. Hopefully they drop the BMF series soon. Shout out my man Sue Surf, man, from Jersey. Hopefully, you know, they're trying to lock that boy down. You know, pray for him and his family and shit. But yeah, yo, another loss. This one hurts because beating the Chiefs is something we struggle to do. And I was close to my prediction. I said that, you know, Derek Carr is like 1-7 in Arrowhead, but I also said he's like 5-2 prime time. I thought Derek Carr would show up. Dallas Carr showed up. But things started unraveling quick for us, man. Shit started unraveling quick for us. That first drive in the second half, and we got penalty after penalty, pushed us back into our own end zone. We had to punt it. And they went right back down and scored. There's plenty of things that lost us the game tonight. I don't think Derek Carr and the offense are the reasons we lost tonight. I think defensively we just didn't bring it for 4 quarters. I think for the first quarter we bought it. I don't think we bought it enough. We didn't bring it consistently. And we got to do better on that side of the ball, period. 29 points should be enough points to win in a rivalry game. And, you know, it's a struggle for us so far. So, with that being said, make sure you hit likes on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every one of y'all, man. 16K on the way. Can't believe it. I'm so gracious and grateful and humbled. I appreciate everybody supporting. So subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. Shout out to all the members of the Mafia. Shout out to anybody who pulled up tonight. Shout out to everybody who donated or super chatted. And yo, season's not over. It's a long way to go. Anybody that's telling you the season is over is a sucker. And you can tell them Honcho said that. I stand on that. So, you should know what it is. You already should know what time it is. I'm out here on the East Coast. It's motherfucking late as hell. What time is it out here? It's 1 a.m. I got work in the morning. So, with that being said, till the next time, Raider Honcho out.